We are here because we are dedicated to helping members of our community build lean, strong bodies and confident, resilient minds. Determined to elevate the lives of working professionals, stay-at-home parents, and anyone who is ready to level up their life. Our invigorating group fitness classes, practical nutrition programs, and authentic coaches help ignite your life. Find a place that believes in you. Find a place that challenges you. Find CrossFit Southpaw. What's up, Southpaw? It's Nick here, back with the Southpaw Spotlight. We're bringing it back, and we're going to bring it to you in some short-form podcasts. So we're thinking 10 minutes or less on a topic that we've been getting a lot of questions about. All right. Topic number one, hand care. Got a lot of questions about what to do. That people are ripping, their hands hurt, et cetera, et cetera. And there's a few good basics to go off of here. Number one is that you want some calluses. You don't want either too much callus on your hand or too little. So there are a few tools that I believe are very helpful when we do this. Two of them take place outside of the gym. Those are a pumice stone. Get one at Walgreens. They're like $5 to $7. Use them in the shower, get in the shower, get the hot water on your hands. You can do it in the sink too, but you need your skin to be soft. Get the pumice stone wet and just rub it over your calluses. This is a great way to smooth them down. I would say the benefit of this is there's no sharp edges, and you can really get them down to the size that you want, which is, again, some there, not too much. The second way is to get a callus shaver. I get mine at Walgreens as well. I've gotten them at Target. CVS has them. Ask someone for a callus shaver. Google it ahead of time. I'm sure they're on Amazon. It's this little device. I keep it in my gym bag. And when your calluses get to a point where you can kind of pick them, as gross as that sounds, you'll know it's time to use that callus shaver on it. They come with little razor blades. Personally, I've had some for a year and a half, 2 years. I've never had to change the razor blade that it comes with. So you just put it right over the callus and shave it down. Now, you want to be careful not to go too far with this, and you'll get a feel for it as you go. I will also say going too far, you have to really grind in there. So if you're taking off a couple layers, some of the big calluses, particularly the middle and ring fingers are the two that tend to develop the most, you should be fine, and you'll figure it out very quickly. It's a little harder to get them smooth, so you can use both the callus shaver and pumice stone. It's a $20 investment, I would say, max for both of them combined. Either one is fairly cheap, but it helps you develop a nice thick layer of skin on your hands without going overboard. I mentioned another method, and this is to use in class. And some of it depends on the bar that you have or that you're gripping onto. But in general, I would say a pair of grips is helpful. I've tried out a lot of different ones. My favorite right now are Bear Complex. They have a different type of material that's a composite, and it doesn't hurt your grip. In some cases, it can actually aid it. Now, we've seen a trend recently of athletes who are moving to a larger size on their grips. The reason being is that it can flap over the top, so you can put it on your fingers. I suggest the 3-hole ones from Bear Complex. So the 3-hole Bear Complex, or whichever one you want to try. Victory grips, I've heard good things about. You grip over the top of the bar and kind of pull your hand back. And it creates a little, almost, they call it a divot in gymnastics, but a little crease there of leather that holds you on the bar. Especially with muscle ups, I found it helpful. Can also be used very effectively in pull-ups. So you kind of grip over the top of the bar and roll back, and you'll find that it creates this little divot, and it can actually aid your pull-ups, toes to bar, any kipping movement a little bit. Now, personally, I am selective when I use my grips. I want to build some calluses up so that I have a strong grip that's not going to tear. If I always use my grips, as soon as I take them off, I'm going to be in some hot water there, potential for tearing is much higher. So using those grips periodically, especially on higher rep workouts, with the ones with holes in it, so 2 or 3 holes, I suggest the 3 hole. You can take them off when you're doing stuff with barbells, other movements. If you get the larger size, it will allow for wrist flexion, so you can do push-ups with them on, all that good stuff. There's also a type of grips that does not have holes. I haven't used those. It's going to be harder to get the divot. In official CrossFit competitions, it is illegal to have a piece of wood inside of that, which creates that divot for you. Now, the pro is that you don't have to take them on and off. They're there if you want them. They're easy to flap around the bar if you want to do grip without the grip on it. So 2 things I would look at if you're struggling with either tearing or ripping or kind of an uncomfortable feelings in your hands. Hand care in the shower or with a callus shaver, so pumice stone callus shaver, or investing in a good pair of grips. The grips, I believe, are $45 on Rogue. You can find them on Amazon now. They're super accessible. Again, it's a one-time investment that you never have to replace. I'm 5'8", 180 pounds. I have used a medium. If I was going to buy it again now, I would buy a large, but the medium worked just fine. So again, there's size recommendations on there. There are other brands. That's what I use. I would tell you to avoid some of the quote unquote gymnastics grips they have at Dick's Sporting Goods, places like that. It's a very soft material, and I find that it makes me slip more than anything else. Extremely frustrating. And I only do use the grips, even the good ones that I have, periodically. I hope that's helpful. Use this to keep your hands in good shape, and we'll see you guys soon.